Well, good morning. It's Christmas Eve day, and I'm sitting in my pickup truck, letting it get warm. And I'm going to go to a place called Panera Bread, which is a coffee place. You know, they have food and all that. Some of you may know that name. My wife and I went there a lot in the winter, especially this time of year, for coffee and bagels. And they got an egg cheese thing that was pretty good. Price has really gone up on them though. Anyway, it's very cold out here, and I was gonna walk, and I changed my mind at the very last second. I got all dressed up, and I looked out the window. I said, forget it. I really wanted to walk though, but I don't want to get sick, or it was pretty brutal yesterday when I took a walk. So far I don't have a lot of damage, just wind stuff, some tarps and some siding a little bit, but everything looks intact. Christmas ornament blew away, but I'll find that in the spring. I hope you're all doing all right. Some of us, it's really hard right now. I feel for you. I'm hurting too. I'm really trying though, and this is one way I do it, right here, by talking to you. And I thank God for that, because I'm no different than you. I may have seemed like I'm doing a lot better, and perhaps I am, you know, but I hurt, and this is hard. It was hard last night, but I'm gonna get through it, because I know where she is, and well, I feel good about that. That's what keeps me going, is knowing that she's in heaven, and I'll see her again, and we'll see our loved ones. You know, we believe in God, we believe in Jesus, and all that. And what this Christmas is all about is the birth of Jesus. But what happened after that, his ministry, and then his death on the cross, you know, and his resurrection. Yes, and thank God for that. Gives us hope. I hope you're believing that today. You may be wondering why God does things the way he does. I get that. I really do. I've lost everything. Just about. Okay? And I've struggled with that myself. But the things that I've seen over the last few months, and read and heard, people I've talked to, have really encouraged me to strengthen my faith and get back into it again. My wife was the strong one. I was sort of the weaker vessel, maybe, in that respect. But we can talk about that later, some other time. Right now, it's cold, and I want to get this truck moving to get it warm. And Panera Bread's only about 5 miles away. I'm going to be there shortly, and I'll go in there with you. And for right now, I'll let this stop, and I'll get back in 1 second. I love doing that. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll film a little bit driving here. The wind isn't quite as brutal as it was yesterday or last night. Last night it was ferocious, I'll tell you. I was really worried something was going to break, or a tree or snap or something. But we survived that. Prayers help. My wife prayed deeply for that. Anytime a storm came around, she said, "Don't worry, we're all right." Well, maybe she was praying too. I don't know, but I know a lot of you are, and my gosh, I thank you for that. I'm praying too, so hopefully he's listening. I think he is. Not a lot of traffic this morning, Saturday morning, you know. Christmas Eve day, man, we'd be doing a lot of last minute stuff right now. Look at this wind coming across here. That's coming out of the south-southwest. Looks more south than anything else right now, but I can can feel it buffeting the truck as I'm driving, but it's not quite as bad as it was. Of course, that could change here and there. This isn't anything we don't get here. This is Michigan. We get a lot of this, but I don't remember too much of this ever at Christmas like this. It's bitter cold. Of course, it's probably happened, but I was not always living here. I was gone a lot, so. But we'll see what the traffic's like up here. This would be US 24 up here, otherwise known as Telegraph Road. Salt truck up ahead. Yeah, if you're going out today, oh, you better dress for it, just in case you do break down. You could freeze to death. You really could. Make sure you got plenty of stuff, especially seniors like me. Can I squeeze through there? I'm not going to try it. Got blades sticking out there. I better wait here. I'll shut this off. Yep, here we are. There is not very much traffic out. That's surprising for a Saturday, right before Christmas Eve here. You know, of course, maybe they're all at Myers, Walmarts, and the stores, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't know. Just went by the Humane Society, and I wonder, man, I hope they have heat in there. More animals in there. They're building a new shelter. Started it, but it's just taken a long time. Big facility. That's good. This one here is pretty small. About the size of a double wide. Maybe a little bigger. Anyway, this looks like this is, yeah, this is it. Oh my gosh, this must be where everybody's at. But there's coffee left. I'll be real disappointed if there isn't. Loop-de-loop. Cold air. Warm air. Not getting very much warm air out of there. Oh well, let me stop this here. See, the sign says stop. Well, I'm in Panera Bread. I got my everything bagel with butter, my souffle, coffee, Bible and hat, 39 napkins, 2 knives, and a fork. And I was gonna sit by the fireplace because that's where we would usually sit, but I decided to sit in a booth. There's some language here. I didn't want to get picked up on the phone. So anyway, I'm gonna say a little prayer, then eat this, and I'll get back with you. The coffee's pretty good, it always is. I like the hazelnut. These cheese souffles. I don't usually get a cheese one, I get the bacon one, or spinach and bacon, or I forget what it is. But they're pretty good. It's funny being here alone. I've been here twice before alone since she passed. The first time was really the hardest. I didn't last very long. I had to just get up and leave. But the next time was okay, and this time, not sure how I feel yet. But I feel all right now. Because I'm talking to you too. Who's ever listening? But kind of wish I could have sat by the fire over there, but it gets kind of warm anyway, and I'm getting warm already. They got the heat on in here pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to finish this here and show you another. Oops. I got a little bit of it going. I'm making a mess here already. Well, I finished a good, nutritious breakfast. Yesterday I didn't eat anything. I forgot again. So I ate today. And I'll eat today, I think. And you just don't feel like eating sometimes. And I try to stay busy. And when I do that, I just don't eat. I don't get hungry. But that'll change, I'm sure. Pick this up here. Anyway, this is kind of a nice place here. Fireplace there. And people. Baked goods. They really have good food here, I think. It's not fast food for the most part. They got a pretty extensive menu. Might be a little pricey for some. For me it is at times. Eat here a lot. It get kind of expensive. Not as well to do as most people, but yet rich compared to some. So anyway, this thing's getting long again. I'm good at that. But I just wanted to say hello, and I'm going to read my Bible now, and well, let me show you that real quick. It's interesting because this leather cover here, was a cover my brother had on one of his books, and I took it off. It was a book on hawks. It didn't quite fit anyway. And I put it on this Bible, which my mother had. Here. It's a King James type Bible. And she bought it and read it. And her favorite book was the Book of Job, as she called it. I always laugh at that. I got special things in here, like my wife's use it for a bookmarker, for obituary, and just different pictures and notes and stuff. And, I probably showed that picture before. I don't know. I think I did. This little zoo they have up north years ago. She was feeding the goat. She had a big smile on her face. Just so happy. So very happy. Not as happy as she is now, though. Our loved ones
praying and hoping they're all in heaven. I believe most of them are. I don't know that, though. I believe my wife is. In fact, I know she is. I believe that. And I believe I'll go there. And I believe you will too. Just trust God. He'll help you. Trust in Jesus. Some of you are really near and dear to my heart. You've been commenting so much, and it means so much to me personally. Can't tell you how much. A lot of you men out there, I know what you're going through. There's a lot of women too that I talk to. The men don't talk as much as the women do, and I try to respond in kind. It's very difficult at times because I didn't know how to do that. But I'm learning as I go. And I want to be here, someone to talk to. But it's not just me. Remember that. It's others here too. And that is probably more important because you can find somebody that you connect with. And that may be the underlying reason for this whole thing. Okay? It's helping us all, myself included. I don't know if I'll be doing any videos until after Christmas. I don't know yet. I just don't know. I have to see how I feel, what I feel. Just put it that way. I'm going to be okay. I got a little kitty cat at home to take care of, and 3 out in the garage, and there's some friends and her family and my step family and some cousins, and I'm getting a few calls and cards here and there, and from you also. I appreciate those very much. I know what you're going through, a lot of you, and I'll keep praying for everybody here the best I can, and I want to thank you for your prayers so much. That's why I am where I am now, I believe. That's why that storm didn't blow my roof off or freeze me to death. Dumbhead out there walking. I almost did it this morning, but the last second I changed my mind. I was all dressed, ready to go, walking out the door. I thought, nope, I'm going to go here. So here I am. That's probably a good thing too, because they got some really good coffee here, and I don't have any water at home, and the pipes are frozen. Well, there is water in the bathroom. That's one good thing. But I'll let this go, and if you don't hear from me, I wish you a merry, merry, blessed Christmas. Do the best you can. Some of you are just, you don't even care about it right now. You're hurting, and really, really bad. I know. I have been there. I can't tell you how much I hurt. They don't have a scale to measure that. You may be in that same place. Just know this. There's a God above who loves you. You may be angry at him right now. Get that. And nevertheless, he still loves you. He knows about your anger. You may have a lot of unbelief right now. Why? Why? God, I know this. I hurt for you, okay? Keep praying the best I can, like I said, and others will too. So I want to wish you also a Merry Christmas. It may not be very merry for you. I don't know this. But deep inside, somewhere, well, I don't know what to say about that. Sometimes I have to be careful what I say. I don't want to hurt you any more than you're already hurt by saying something that you don't care about. Sometimes I ask God for the words and I just don't have them. And maybe that's the best way to just leave it. I think. But you'll get through this, okay? You'll get through it. And weeks later, someone may watch this and not even know what I'm talking about, but right now, it's the most important part. Right now, this day, tomorrow, I happen to know somebody who lost somebody on Christmas. And that was me. And I also know someone else too, through this phone. So I know what that's like, to some degree. And for the rest of you, have a blessed Christmas, and we'll talk to you again. I'm going to go home and see if I can thaw those pipes out. And I have to wrap up a present for my wife. I bought her something. I'll set it aside. Maybe I can take it to her someday. And for the cats too, I wrapped up something. Some catnip toys I bought. So, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Bye for now.